Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School online classes. In today's class, that we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 8, Digital Documentation Elementary. In the previous classes, we have used the digital documentation in Microsoft Word from Microsoft Office. But today, what we are going to learn that is totally different one from the MS Office Word. Let's start the class. In today's class that we are going to learn about these topics, those are word processing applications, launching a document, creating a document, and parts of writer window. First of all, we need to know what is word processing. The word processing is nothing but it is used to create a Word document. Those kind of applications are known as word processing applications like WordPad, Notepad, MS Word. So these are all the word processing applications where we can make different formats of Word documents. So advanced one we are using, that is Microsoft Word. Nowadays we are having more popular than Microsoft Word. It is LibreOffice. This is the word processing applications that we are going to learn throughout this chapter. So a word processor is a device or a program that provides for input, editing, formatting, and output of text, often with some additional features, that is known as a word processor. So usually what we used to do, whether we are creating a Word document from Word pad or Notepad or Microsoft Word, we used to type some document and then we'll change the font face, font color, font size, and bold, italic, underline, and changing some other features which is available in the particular word processing applications we have used. The same way we are going to create in the LibreOffice also. Okay, usually the word processor are used to provide the input from the user, and after getting the input, those input will be edited with the help of some features which are available in the particular word processing applications, and then we can change, that means formatting. We can change from one form to another form, and then we'll see the result how it is becoming print out. So that is the result output. So we can make that, how we can change in the words, the paragraphs, in the essays, and the colors. We can change everything. That is called a word processor. In previous years we have used many word processor like what I have said earlier, that is WordPad and Notepad and Microsoft Word. These early word processor were standalone devices dedicated to the function, but current word processors are word processor programs running on general purpose computers. That means those kind of word processors are used in the computers only used for creating Word document, that is standalone devices. Those kind of the devices are used to create only Word documents. But nowadays we are using the word processing softwares are usually run in the general purpose computers. What is general purpose computers? We can use it for many purposes. Not only for creating the Word document, we are downloading, we are seeing the internet, browsing, and we can chat, and we can making the video call. So this is a different kind of the purposes. So these kind of the word processor which we are using nowadays are running in a general purpose computers. The next one is software packages. The software packages which is used for word processing. So in computer, defaultly some word processors are there. That one is Notepad. The Notepad is the default word processor, or we can say word processing application. and the Microsoft Office provide one of the package is Microsoft Word. So the Microsoft Word we can use for creating the Word document. So those things that we have learned from the childhood onwards, isn't it? So that is Microsoft Word. So except Microsoft Word, we have online word processors also available. And also we can download some other word processors, like this one is called OpenOffice Writer, and this one is called LibreOffice. This is the one that we are learning in this chapter. And the Google Documents, this is called online word processor application, and FreeOffice and Zoho Docs and WPS Office. So usually we used to get our Word documents, or the scanned ones, or the PDF formats are mostly created by this WPS Office document, and only Office and Atomic Scribbler. These are all the alternative software packages, which means the Microsoft Word. Instead of Microsoft Word, these are all the alternative word processor applications. Now, how we can open or explore the LibreOffice? So before exploring the LibreOffice, you have to make sure that the LibreOffice is installed or not in your computer or laptop. We have to know whether the LibreOffice software is downloaded and installed in our computer or not. Then only we can able to open it. So first, download. It is a free open source application software from the internet. We can download without any money or without any license. We can directly download it and we can install it in our computer or in the laptop. Now we are going to learn how to explore the LibreOffice Writer. Explore means nothing but how to open. To start LibreOffice Writer, click on the Start button and go to the All Programs and select LibreOffice 6.2. From the LibreOffice 6.2, you can select LibreOffice Writer. The same way how we used to open the Microsoft Word from Microsoft Office, the same way here we also here opening. This LibreOffice Writer is one of the packages of LibreOffice 6.2, which means the LibreOffice has Excel and PowerPoint and many other applications like how Microsoft Office has, because the Microsoft Office has Word, not only Word, PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft Access for database purpose. Like that, it has different applications for different purposes. Like that, the LibreOffice is also having many application packages for different purposes. So this is the way to open the LibreOffice Writer from the LibreOffice package. See, this is the screen. This is the screen of LibreOffice Writer, because what we have seen in the MS Word, that is totally different from LibreOffice Writer. Here the options, menus, tabs are totally different from the Microsoft Office Word. So this place is called Workspace, where we are going to type the document. That place is known as Workspace, and this one is known as Ruler. This one is horizontal ruler, and here we'll have one more ruler, that is called the vertical ruler, to adjust the header position, to adjust the footer position. Okay, we have these kind of the scroll bars also. We can see the scroll bars also here, the scrolling the content to see whether it is up or in the down position. that is different, and the rulers are here for vertical rulers and horizontal rulers. This is horizontal ruler, this one is vertical ruler. And here we have the options called file, edit, view, insert, format, styles, table, form, tools, window, help. So these are all the different kinds of tab menus are available in the menu bar. And these menus and tabs are available in one place called ribbon. That one is called ribbon. And each one is having a unique purpose. It has a unique work to do with the LibreOffice Writer. Now we are going to see how to create a document. How we can make the document in the LibreOffice. First, what we have to do, first open the LibreOffice Writer, then type in the workspace what you want to type on the document. Which document you want to make, you can make in the workspace. The workspace is nothing but where we are going to type the words. That place is known as workspace. Just start to type on the opened document window. That means the opened workspace, there we have to type the wordings, letters, everything there. Then after you're finishing your typing, there are two data insertion modes available in the writer. Two data insertion modes. One is insert mode, another one is overwrite mode. So these insert mode and overwrite mode we didn't have separately in the Microsoft Word, because the insert tab is available in the Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, and the overwrite mode we didn't have in the Microsoft Word, but we are having this kind of the insert mode separately and overwrite mode separately in the LibreOffice Writer. Let's see each and everything one by one. See, here I have made one document. That document is about some topic. Microsoft trying to fix the Windows 10 app gap ahead of Andromeda. That is bleepingcomputer.com. Some article document I have kept here. Now I want to edit this document. How I can edit this? So here go to the edit menu. There you'll have a lots and lots of lists are listed here. The first one is undockstyping.com. Undo. If you want to change, you can change. It is showing. And repeattyping.com. If you want to repeat that, you can have it. And cut, copy, paste, and select all, selection mode, direct cursor mode. So these are all the different modes are available. And find and replace, and go to the page, because if you're having more pages, you can click and you can enter which page you want to open, that will be used. That is called go to page. Then track changes. Track changes means you can change the things which are available in the MS Word. So these are all known as edit menu options, which are available in the LibreOffice Writer. LibreWriter we can say. And the next one is the parts of Writer window. What are all the parts of Writer window? Which are all the things are available in the LibreOffice Writer? See, the first one is title bar. The title bar, it always located in the top of your window. That is title bar. The second one is menu bar. The menu bar is nothing but what I have said in the previous slides: file, edit, view, insert, and these kind of the menus are known as menu bar. Okay, these menus are available in the menu bar. And the next one is standard toolbar. The standard toolbar is which is below of the menu bar, that is known as standard toolbar. There you can have many tools. Okay, these tools are used for unique purpose and the different purpose of the word processing document. If you want to use any one of them, you can use according to your choice. Then formatting toolbar. What do you mean by formatting toolbar? This formatting toolbar that is used to format the things from one form to another form. What do you mean by formatting? Formatting means nothing but that is changing from one form to another form. We have used this kind of the formatting toolbar in the MS Word, right? There we have changes from normal text to bold, from bold to italic, and italic to underline. These are all the formatting styles. So we are changing one normal form to bold form, bold text. From bold text to we are changing to italic text. From italic text to we are changing to underline text. Like that we are changing no in MS Word. Like that here also we can change with help of some formatting tools. Those tools are available in formatting toolbar. Here the first one, it is showing no the line like a measurements, that is called ruler. The ruler is horizontal ruler to keep the document in the page for alignment purpose, because after creating the alignment we can get the printout of the document, so that the things or the starting position and the finishing position will not be eliminated or deleted while we are taking a printout. Okay, because it's in a A4 size. Default size is A4 size. If we want to give or if we want to change the page size, we can change, but while we are changing, the content will be removed according to the size we are giving. Okay, so we have to be very careful about it. That is the rulers. The ruler is horizontal ruler and this one is vertical ruler. This vertical ruler is used to control the header position and the footer position. Okay, and here we have the scroll bars. This is vertical scroll bar, this is horizontal scroll bar. This vertical scroll bar is used to view the content which is in the upper position and the content which is in the lower position. To see, we can scroll the bars as a vertical scroll bar, and this scroll bar is known as horizontal scroll bar. The horizontal scroll bar is used to see the left and right content, because if we are zooming in the content, we can't see the full content, so we can use the scroll bar to see the left content or the right content. So these are all the parts of writer window. Okay, the next one is document views. So we have created the document, and what are all the document views we have? There are three ways of views. We can edit the document. In the three method, we can edit the document, that is known as document views. So those views are, first one is normal view, and the second one is web view, and the third one is full screen view. So these are all the three document views, different views which is used to create the document or edit the document. What is normal view? Normal view is nothing but whenever we are opening the LibreOffice Writer, that view is known as normal view. Normal view is the default view in the Writer. And the next one is web view. What is web view? This web view shows how the document will look if we are viewing in the same document in the website or in the web browser, it will show like that. That effect it will give, the website or web browser effect this web view will give to the content. And the next one is last one, in full screen. In full screen view is only the content is displayed. Expect the content to be displayed. Other than that, the menu bars, toolbars are hidden. Those are invisible. Only the main content. For example, in this window, the other things are showing no. The other pages, so the outside of the windows menus are it will be shown. But whenever we are using the full screen, only the particular window, same window or the full window will be highlighted. That is the use of full screen view. So we are having different three document views. One is normal view, and the second one is web view, and the third one is full screen view. What is normal view? Normal view is the default view. Whenever we are opening the LibreOffice Writer, we will get that default view is known as normal view. And the second one is web view. What is web view? Web view is nothing but if we want to see our created document should be in the web format, we can use this web view so that it will give the effect of seeing the content or seeing the document in the website or in the web browser. That is the use of web view. And the third one is full screen view. This full screen view that is used to display the content only which is available in the document. Other than that, the tools, menu bars, and some of the rulers and scroll bars, it will not be shown in the window. That is the use of full screen view. The last one is using the navigator. What is navigator? So we will use this navigator to see what kind of the place we want to see that. For example, if I want to see the heading position, so that I can use the navigator to go to the heading position and see the header what is written there. And I can use this navigator to move from top to bottom or left to right or right to left. Okay, so this is the use of navigator. Mostly we have seen in the website while we are viewing the document, while we are searching the web browsers in the websites. Okay, so that this symbol will be highlighted there to see the page up and page down. This is the use of navigator. So these are all the basic informations about LibreOffice. In upcoming classes, we will learn one by one how to create a Word document and how to change the things with the help of menu bar and toolbar and formatting toolbars. Okay, students, thank you. Go through the video and learn and see the concept, each and everything which is given here, and go through it with the help of examples. The remaining things we will see in the next video, the next part video. Thank you.